All right, today we are going to talk about similar triangles. Now, you're going to find out that they are very similar, no pun intended, to congruent triangles. So if you remember back to chapter 4, okay, we talked about congruent triangle shortcuts like side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, angle. And you're going to notice that we're going to have kind of some shortcuts here with similar triangles as well. First conjecture is the angle-angle similarity conjecture. Okay, so unlike our congruent shortcuts that we had in chapter 4, angle was not one of the congruent shortcuts. However, it does work when we have similar triangles. Okay, and we only need 2 of those angles, not 3. We only need 2 that are congruent to the other 2 in another triangle. Then we can say that the triangles are similar. Okay, so we only need to know 2 of them are congruent. So now I can say triangle KML is similar to triangle HJI. Just like in chapter 4, our similarity statement, the order matters. Okay, so K and H, those angles, okay, they're the ones that are congruent to each other. So they need to be matched up together. Same with M and J. Notice that those were written next. Okay, so order matters when we're doing our similarity statement. I know this was mentioned the other day, but just know that the similarity symbol is just the kind of the squiggle on top of our congruency symbol. Okay, so congruent, we had a symbol like this. Okay, that means congruent. Okay, and just the one little squiggle is similar. Okay, congruent means that they are the same in all aspects. Similar means they're just similar shape, and their scale could be a little different. Okay, so we do have a shortcut here. If we know 2 of the angles, we can say they are similar. Next, we also have the side, side, side similarity conjecture. So unlike when we had side, side, side congruent shortcut, we need to know that they are congruent. Okay, but as we know with similarity, the sides are just proportional to each other. So as long as we know that the sides are proportional to the other 3 sides, then we know that the triangles are similar. Okay, so I will just start with this side here. Okay, and I'd want to find its scale factor. So I'd reduce it to 1/2, 1/2. Okay, I'd check this side here and this side here. Okay, 3/6. Well, that also reduces to 1/2. So they have the same proportion so far, same scale factor. And then we have side 4 and side 8. So 4/8. That also reduces to 1/2. So they are proportional to each other. Notice I did not put congruent markings on there. Okay, they are just proportional. So these 2 are similar. Next, we have the side angle side similarity conjecture. The side angle side similarity conjecture says that if we know 2 of the sides are proportional, right, again, that word proportional, to 2 sides of another triangle, and we know that the included angles are congruent. Okay, so I'm picking out some keywords here. Okay, so the 2 sides have to be proportional with the included angle, so the angle that's between them is congruent. Then we can say that the triangles are similar. Okay, so looking at side AB and side F D. Okay, we go up 12 over 8. Okay, that can reduce down to 3 over 2. Okay, so that's the scale factor. Then we check the other one, 24 over 16. Okay, that also reduces to 3 over 2 because 8 goes into both of them. Okay, so since the sides are proportional to each other, and we obviously have a congruent side in between those two proportional sides, then we can say these two triangles are similar. So meaning triangle ABC is similar to triangle DFE. Again, order matters, so make sure you have the correct angles and sides matched up. We're going to go through a couple examples, just kind of check things out here. First things first, okay, we need to decide if these are similar. If so, we need to explain and complete the similarity statement. Great, so looking at this, I know a couple things. I know we have congruent angles to kind of help me out here. Okay, I also see that we have a couple sides that were given to us. We have this side, this side, this side, and this side. Okay, but one thing right away that I notice is that the one triangle on the right side here is an isosceles triangle. And I notice that the other one down here, okay, can't necessarily have the same scale factor if one of the 16s is going to a 39 and one of the 16s is going to the 40. So this would be not enough information, right, and not similar. Next, so we got to try all of the sides here to make sure that they are proportional to each other. Okay, so the first time it might just take some guessing to know what sides match up with what sides. Okay, I'm going to say 12 over 72 look like they would match up. 14 over 84. And then 8 over 48. Okay, you could also do it based off of, well, 84 is the biggest number, so that has to match here, 14. Then I see that 72 is the next biggest, so that has to go and combine with the next biggest. And obviously the smallest numbers would have to be the ones that correspond. Okay, so then I reduce those fractions. Okay, 12 over 72, well, 12 goes into both of those. 12 goes into 12 one time, 12 goes into 72 6 times. Okay, so that would be my scale factor for that side. Then I have 14 over 84. Okay, well, 14 goes into both of them. 14 goes into 14 one time, and 14 goes into 84 6 times. So again, we have the same scale factor. Now, even though we know two of them, we have to check all three to make sure. Sometimes it's a pesky last one that just doesn't match up. 8 goes into 8 one time, 8 goes into 48 6 times. Okay, so since we have the same scale factor, they are proportionate. So we have to complete the similarity statement, CBA. CBA would be congruent to FGH in that order. It has to be FGH. Next one. All right, so we have, again, vertical angles are easy to identify when we have crossing lines. So we're going to be looking at the side angle side shortcut for similarity. So we need to determine if our sides are proportionate. So does 14 over 49 have the same scale factor as 8 over 28? Let me check here. We get 2 over 7 for our 14 over 49 because 7 goes into 14 2 times, 7 goes into 49 7 times. And then we have 8 over 28, and that simplifies to, again, 2 over 7. 8 over 28. Just want to double check that. Yep, 2 over 7. Perfect. Okay, so since we know those two sides are proportional and we have the included angle is congruent, remember included means the angle that's between those proportionate sides. Okay, so we got here and here. Okay, so now we can say VUT would be congruent to VLM. Again, in that order, VLM. All right, we'll do this just this last one. Okay, are these similar? If so, explain why. Okay, well, looking at here, we have two congruent angles. So we can say yes by angle, angle, similarity. So we have J, K, L would be T, U, V.